You have been learning English for many years, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, and you still freeze when someone speaks to you. Sounds familiar? The problem is not your grammar. It's not even your vocabulary. The problem is how you have been learning. In this lesson today, we will look at 5 methods that actually work, and the one mistake almost every student makes. Let's start with our first method. Stop learning words in isolation. Here is the truth. Learning single words is almost useless. Let me give you a simple example. You learn the word run, R-U-N, run. Then you memorize it. Good. But then someone says to you, I need to run an errand. I need to run an errand. Or, the meeting ran long. Or, my phone is running low. Now, you must be lost. Here is what we will do instead. Learn phrases, okay? Learn phrases, not words. Full chunks of language, okay? Let's go back to our example. Run an errand means to do a quick task outside the house. If we said the meeting ran long, it means the meeting went for a long time, past the planned time. If we say that my phone is running low, that means the battery is nearly empty. So say it with me again. I need to run a quick errand. Okay? Good. Now you have a phrase that you can actually use, not just a word sitting in a notebook somewhere. Let's move now to method number 2. Listen more than you study. Listen more than you study. This is the second truth. Your brain needs input before it can give output. Think about how babies learn. They listen for months before they can even say a single word. They are not studying grammar rules. They're listening very carefully. And we need to do the same. So, find 5 minutes. How many? 5 minutes every day. Put on a short video, in English of course. For example, a news clip, a podcast. Do not try to understand every single word. Just listen. Let your brain get used to the rhythm, the sounds, and the natural speed that comes with it. So, let's practice. I will say a sentence at a natural speed. Just listen first. Don't try to translate, okay? For example, I was going to pop to the shops, but I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. Now I will say it again slowly. I was going to pop to the shops, but I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. Now, what does it mean? Pop to the shop means going to the shops very quickly. Couldn't be bothered means that you never had the energy for it. And to be honest, is something common that rich people use or say all the time. Now we move on to our third method, which is speak before you feel ready. Here is the truth, and this one is very hard. You will never feel ready, ever. Most students, they wait. They say, I'll speak when my grammar is perfect, or I'll speak when I know more words. But that day never comes unfortunately. So this is what you have to do. Start speaking today, even badly, especially badly. Here is a simple exercise, okay? Take your phone and record yourself for 30 seconds. Talk about anything. What you ate, what you did today, what's the weather like, what would you like to do during your summer break. Then I want you to listen back to what you recorded. At first, yes, it feels very strange. Yes, you will notice some mistakes. But here is the secret. Every time you do this, you will get slightly more comfortable with your own voice in English and also become a bit more confident. Try it with me now. I'll give you a topic. Pause this video and speak for 30 seconds on this topic. Are you ready? Okay, here is the topic. What I did yesterday. So, you see, you just practiced speaking. This is how you improve, one small step at a time. Now, before we continue, let's have a quick check. What have we learned so far? Here is my first question. Should you learn single words or whole phrases? What do you think? Well, the correct answer is whole phrases, okay? If you said this, then well done. Here is question number 2. How many minutes of listening do I recommend each day? Correct, 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. If you got both of these questions right, give yourself a tick, a point. If not, no problem, keep on going. Now let's move on to our fourth method, which is shadowing native speakers, okay? Your mouth needs to learn English, not just your brain. This is a technique called shadowing. You listen to a native speaker and repeat what they say at the same time, like a shadow. It sounds simple, but it trains 3 things at the same time. Your listening, your pronunciation, and your speaking speed. Let me show you how. I will say a sentence. I would like you to repeat it back exactly as you hear it, okay? Here we go. To be fair, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Now repeat. Good. Now, to be fair, this is a phrase that softens what comes next. And again, British people use this constantly, all the time. So say it again with me. To be fair, it wasn't as bad as I thought. Now, let's move on to our fifth and final method, which is making English part of your real life. Now look, if English only exists in a textbook, it will never feel real. So, for example, change your phone language to English. Follow English-speaking accounts on social media. Also, watch cooking videos in English, listen to sports in English. The target or the goal is not to study more. The goal is to make English feel normal every day, a part of your life, not just a subject that you study. When you start learning another language, of course, you change everything. As we said before, your phone, your TV shows, even your shopping list, write it in English. It feels weird or strange at first, but after a few weeks, what happens? The language just becomes natural, it flows. Now, if you ask me what is the number one mistake that most learners make, we will look at it now. The one mistake that almost every learner makes is being perfect, or what we call perfectionism. That means you're waiting for a long time to be really, really great in English. That's not the right way. Now here is the real truth. The learners, from our experience, who improve the fastest are not the smartest. They're not the ones who study the most, but they're the ones who are not afraid of making mistakes. Which of these 5 methods will you try this week? 1. Learn phrases, not words. 2. Listen 5 minutes a day. 3. Speak before you feel ready. 4. Shadow native speakers. Or 5. Bringing English into your real life. Now, this is all we have for today. I hope these 5 methods will really help you, not just give you more things to study. As always, if you found this video useful, give the video a like. It helps other learners find these lessons. And subscribe for our weekly English practice that actually works. Now, the most important part. In the comments, tell me which method will you try first. And I look forward to your comment. Until then, goodbye.